Welcome back. 12:14 now. We're back with a StormTracker 4 alert day this afternoon. Getting a live look here at Broadway and Wilmot from our StormTracker 4 Skycam network. Still looking pretty calm out there weather-wise, but that will change for you. Let's get right to StormTracker 4 meteorologist Daniel McFarland. Daniel, looking at it right now, going to be some big change for that current situation here.
Oh yeah, so the middle of town you're looking at, which is going to be this intersection, not really looking at too much rain. A lot of it's cleared on up, but Oro Valley is looking very different at the moment, and some more rain around Pitcher Rocks right now, Robbie, too.
Oh, really? So it's moving to different spots. Really depends on where you are in the area.
Oh yeah, I do think everyone, at least around the city, is going to have at least a couple more rounds of rain with the way things are going. But to talk about the kind of impacts you're seeing out there, I would recommend just staying off the roads if you can. If you do have any errands to run and you're, say, on the south side of town, you do have a few minutes before that rain heads back. And just watch out for any kind of standing water and washes, especially in areas up towards the north that have seen a good bit of that rain so far. And that's one reason why we do have the alert day for you. A handful of other spots are starting to see some thunderstorm development out there. But let's take a look further over towards Oro Valley again, because this is where the strongest storm has been so far, but the worst of it's now begun to make its way on the mountains. But there's a second round headed your way. So the rain rate this time is something else we want to see right there off I-10. You can see it's close to an inch of rain falling per hour with the way things are going. But the difference, we haven't seen any lightning strikes over the last 5 minutes. So that's a good sign that this is dying down in strength. Another thing to look at is going to be the height of this one. We did check out the one previous, and it was only around 20,000 feet tall. This one's sitting around 15,000 feet tall, so a whole lot shorter, which is good news because you want these to be a little bit shorter to see less rain and less potential for any kind of hail out there. Looking closer towards the mountain, this is going to be another spot to look at. Now, as far as the height on this one, it's still around 20,000 feet, but it is going to be conflicting with that mountain just a little bit. So it is going to be bringing down that strength before it makes its way onto the Catalinas. Benson's going to be another spot, as I mentioned before. It's an area to keep an eye on where potential for thunderstorm is going to be there. Looks like the heaviest rain may actually stay to your north now with the way things are going. But there is going to be this intersection right here near 83 and I-10, another spot to watch out for if you live around here. This is going to be near Corona de Tucson, spots like Marsh Station Road. This is going to be one spot dealing with heavy rain as well, and also wind gusts of 30 miles per hour being possible too. Now, as I mentioned, things are looking pretty good for us after this front passes us by. You can see that it's still trying to make its way into the city of Tucson. Not really tracking a whole lot of heavy rain to move in later on, which is good news, but still over the next couple hours, that's where the potential is going to be. So in between now and about, say, 2 to 3 o'clock, that's your best thunderstorm potential. And around 4, 5, 6, this is still going to have some light rain being possible around town with the way things are shaping up here. Now, you're also seeing potential for snow. This is not going to be for anywhere at ground level. The only spots I'm looking at snow potential is mostly above 6,500 feet. So the mountains around Sierra Vista, and especially areas like Mount Graham and the White Mountains, have the best chance for that snow out there. And when it comes to how much more snow is expected near the city of Tucson, you do see about an inch, maybe 3 inches at the top of Mount Lemmon. They've already had plenty. Looking up towards the north, towards Mount Graham, which is going to be this one right here, still about another 6 inches possible. The White Mountains are going to be expecting the most with the way things are playing out so far. And as far as how much more rain we're expecting, about 1/4 of an inch of rain for the city of Tucson before the system calms down for a few days out there. So when it comes to the next few days, it is going to be chilly. High of only 57 for the day for your StormTracker 4 alert day. We're looking a lot better for your Saturday. No chance of rain there. But Robbie, another system will eventually reach us towards the middle of next week. Tuesday, Wednesday are the days I'm looking at, and also a nice little warm up before we get to that point too.